Peyton Gendron, homie, the apple definitely does not fall far from the tree in which you guys hang black people on, for sure. His family says that the reason he did this is because of COVID-19. The isolation drove him to do this, drove him crazy, right? Got his mind got warped. He got radicalized.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the only problem I have with this, apart from the fact that it's ludicrous.
There's only one. Okay.
Apart from the fact that it's ludicrous, there are people out there that's like, yeah, this makes sense. Because they're gonna try to, they're gonna try to rationalize it, right? They're gonna be like, look, I used to have a drink once a week. Since COVID, I drink like almost every day now. Before COVID, I was fit. I'm a fat ass now. Before COVID, me and my wife, we were great, but now we're trapped in this house. We hate each other now. So a lot of people blame a lot of stuff on COVID. So they're gonna be like, well, if that, yeah, I could see that. Can't go anywhere, glued to the screen. Your parents, all you're hearing about in the news is, this replacement theory. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Wake up. It's a bullshit defense from some racist people. Clearly, as dumb as they are, they know what they're trying to do. Okay? They're trying to play into COVID and isolation. We're social creatures, right? But they're trying to play into that shit. Don't believe it. It's all lies. That's all I got.
I mean, what do you want me to say about this, man? Like, this. I don't need to be long-winded about this. This is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's a bullshit reason. Nobody gets racism from COVID. Like, I don't remember that being one of the symptoms that they gave. If that was one of the symptoms, maybe I would reconsider getting the jab. Maybe I would have reconsidered. Because I have a little bit in me. I feel like everybody has a little bit in them. But the point of the matter is that, like, they know he's guilty. They didn't know what to say. They didn't want to admit that they themselves are racist. So they're going to come up with some other excuse, and they're going to do what everybody else does. What most doctors probably did during the pandemic. Blame COVID, even if it's not.
From the manifesto, he was quoted as saying, when he was younger, he chopped the cat's head off and he felt nothing. He cut a kid's head off and he felt nothing. A cat's head off, but maybe a kid at some point. But he cut a cat's head off and he felt nothing. Like, there's so many signs that this guy was going to be a problem, and nobody did anything. Like,
I mean, they knew that he threatened to shoot up his school. They had knowledge of this before, and he was still able to purchase guns after that knowledge.
I just want to know what an average Tuesday night in the house was like. Because
come on.
But I'm just saying, like, you can't fully blame the parents, but
a few mullets going on in there.
But where were the parents? What was going on?
They were crafting their mullets, making sure they were impeccable. That takes work. That hairstyle takes effort. It looks, because it's party in the back, business in the front. You gotta balance that gently.
This replacement theory, right? So this is what kind of said, hey, I'm gonna go out there and do this because I feel like white people, my race is being replaced. What I don't understand, it's so confusing to me, is it couldn't be further from the truth. Like, you don't go into a bank, right? And I'm just being general here, of course, whatever. But you don't go into a bank as a white person and you're like, fuck, I'm probably not going to get this loan because I'm black. You're not going to get pulled over by a cop and be like, fuck, I might get shot because, I'm white. Like these things don't go through your head. Although white people on the planet Earth as a whole, you guys are the minority. Look at the course of history. Look what the minority has done. Right. Your staple is permanent. You guys aren't going anywhere. You're just being brainwashed by dumb people, right? Dumb people who created this replacement theory idea, and you just happen to be dumber. That's all.
And I mean, let's be honest. If they do eventually get replaced as the elite, you guys had a great run.
There you go.
It's a great run. You guys ran the world for the first 2,000, however many years.